everybody, this is Hockey Warrior over the interwebs, and I am joined with two friends of mine, interwebs friends, Ubi, who is a friend of mine that plays Red Orchestra 2 and other games, and Mjarr, who plays this game as well, well, not this specific game, other Total War games, but also Red Orchestra 2 sometimes. And
Hello,
anyway,
man.
yeah, I'm interrupting people. I've actually never done a podcast before, so this should be interesting. Anyhow,
We could just make it the informal commentary instead of podcast, but sure, whatever.
it's not really a podcast when you record it in advance, but anyway.
Exactly my point.
Okay, we'll stop talking nonsense. What you're looking at right now is a battle that I fought versus Napoleon in Napoleon Total War running Darthmod. This is Darthmod version 2.1 or 2.0 or something. And basically, I've been having a really interesting campaign versus Napoleon over the last couple of months. He's been pretty troll-tastic. Every time I'm just about to kill him, or every time I face him in battle, the battles just last ridiculously long, wasting lots of my real-life time. And I decided to, I don't know, record this moment for posterity. This particularly troll-tastic battle. Natrolleonic warfare, as we're calling it. And, yeah, this was a really bad one. This is ugly. And what you see here is the French units advancing on my defensive position. Fast-forwarded, of course. So, yeah, and I'm playing as the Prussians. This is my defensive line. I'm way short on troops. They outnumber me, which makes things even worse. But you're getting a kind of idea how I have my men set up here.
Now, Mjarr, are you a Napoleon player?
Well,
Total War?
I don't know Napoleon, but I played Total War. I like
Okay.
Empire, but I should actually get Napoleon someday.
Yeah, he's played some Empire Total War. He's played some Shogun Total War, Shogun 2 Total War right now, right?
Pretty much yes.
Okay, because I myself, I played Napoleon, and I definitely noticed the same sort of things that you have. I didn't use any mods, but definitely some of the countries are a little more overpowered than they should be, especially France.
Natrolleon? Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing,
Yes.
is, like, every time I fight him, I'm just like, fuck, because all of his troops have, like, every general gives morale bonuses to an army, and Napoleon's morale bonus is something absurd, like plus 12 to morale. Now, just to give you some kind of context, I don't know, I'm probably making that number up, but it's something ridiculous. And just to give some context, you know, typical morale level for, like, your average line unit is 8. And so, Napoleon gives them plus 12 on top of whatever their base value is, or whatever it is. Which makes them basically superhuman beasts that fear nothing but, I don't know, Satan? I don't know. They're completely superhuman bastards, so you're about to see...
So they fear Napoleon, that's all.
I guess. I don't know. They just refuse to die. And so, knowing this, I went into this battle knowing this was probably going to happen, but I could not have predicted the level of retardation that was about to ensue.
So what's going on here so far? What are we seeing?
Well, this is my right flank, or the French's left flank, and their clusterfuck of infantry is moving on that side. And I only have 2 or 3 regiments on that side, so I'm trying to scramble to get some units to reinforce the side you're looking at right now. They're advancing all along this entire front, but I'm just focusing on this side because this is where they first contacted my line. So there's my Fusiliers opening fire to start the battle. And I think I pause it just to give you the other side of the battlefield. So yeah, they hit me along the whole line, and I was definitely expecting to lose a lot of men, but I was not expecting it to be a complete clusterfuck disaster. And my troops aren't too slouchy either, by the way. I mean, a lot of them are veterans, have pretty high morale, but they just can't stop the forces of the Trolleon.
Now this is all AI. So what level are they? Is this all expert or?
Yeah, see, that's another issue. For those of you out there who are looking to try out Darthmod, and it is a great mod, I would advise you not setting it on the very highest difficulty setting, which I have on here. Which I think it's because it messes up a lot of Darthmod's AI, and this is what Mjarr was telling me actually. Didn't you tell me this?
Yes, I believe I remember reading about this. In Shogun 2 Darthmod, there is a similar problem. They don't put it higher than greater than hard. Because very hard starts to fuck up the AI and the whatever the above very hard. I don't remember the name, but basically that fucks it up even further.
Yeah, I think it causes them to actually go into pure melee mode a lot of times. So instead of them actually being harder, they just charge you like constantly, and that's what you're gonna see here. I don't want to spoil it, but you know, it's gonna happen pretty soon. It basically makes them do really retarded shit, but it also makes them unintentionally way better than they should be. Because his troops have super high morale, right? So as soon as he comes in melee contact with my troops, I'm fucked because his guys won't rout. And this game's all about morale. It's all about managing morale. And once he closes in, his troops are probably better in melee, and my guys no longer have any kind of shooting advantage. So
That kind of makes sense when horny French are attacking you.
yeah, especially when they're superhuman beasts. So here you can see, this is on my right flank. I'm trying to get the surround on this flank. I've got my my infantry units right there, giving them hell, and then I've got these two on the right with cavalry. I'm going to try to fold the right flank, because if I can fold the right flank and get rid of these units, then I can turn the entire flank of the battlefield and then just sweep across on the right and take over. The problem is, here comes the melee massacre. You're about to see it here. The problem is that because they're superhuman, I couldn't get those units on the right to rout, and all my other troops started running into this clusterfuck that you're about to see. See, all these guys are just charging.
Which then turns your little unit there into a melee mode.
Yep. Which gets rid of any advantages I had, and my men are better at shooting than theirs. So as soon as they go into melee, I lose my advantages. Oh, and there's my poor Dragoon unit. Only 120 guys just got, like, wiped out by a volley of their shooters.
See, I wonder what it would be like if we had Abraham Lincoln from Abraham Lincoln Zombie Hunter. I'm sorry, Vampire Hunter on here.
Yeah, I think he would help me out, I think. Sure.
I think so.
You just sent me that video before we recorded that. That's hilarious. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Well, that's the thing, is at first I thought it was an indie film like Iron Sky, that Space Nazis movie.
Well, with a name like that, why wouldn't you?
Right, but then I saw Tim Burton, and it's like, holy shit, this is like a full-fledged movie.
Well, my sources tell me that it is based off a book. I have not read it. It sounds like it's a pretty popular one, but either way, okay. Hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it'll definitely be one I'd probably see wasted in one form or another.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, this is me. Okay, so right now in real life when I'm playing this battle, I am like raging in real life. I am just like screaming, and because I realize I'm fucked. Because the French have me matched up man for man, and then some, along the line where I'm thin, because there's no one supporting those guys that are engaged in melee. There's no troops behind them. So those guys are only going to last so long. And then here I'm on this right flank trying to turn, and these guys just won't give up. So basically, I'm all strung out, and I'm basically at the mercy of how good their troops are. This is a last minute, this is like a terrible suicidal cavalry charge I was trying to do just to buy myself time. I was trying to just throw troops at them on the left just to hold out long enough so that my troops on the right could try to turn the flank, but this is just not going well. It's hard to see because of the low resolution of the video, but yeah, there's a lot of bad shit happening. Lots of dead people. Yeah, these guys are all in melee. And yeah, this is the latest version of Darthmod. Darthmod Napoleon only came out about a couple months before I made this video, so it's fairly new for Napoleon Total War, but I'm really impressed with the mod overall. The smoke effects, as you can see, are really awesome. I think they are anyway. They're far better than... Oh, there's my guys running away. There's the first sign of trouble.
So what sort of things does it change?
It changes a lot. Obviously, there's shitloads of people on screen, as you can see. Much more than vanilla. Instead of
I definitely noticed that.
Yeah, instead of having like 120 people per regiment, you've got more like 360 per line regiment. So everything is basically multiplied times 3 in terms of size. Or times 2. And that and the AI is certainly better. All the graphical effects are new. You know, he tweaked the campaign functionality a bit too, so that you don't spend as much money trying to manage your country, and you have more money to spend on armies, which is what you want to do anyway. So basically, it's one of those mods that you really can't play this game without. I mean, honestly, Darthmod always totally changes the game.
Yeah, for me, I spent the first, you know, like dozen turns or so just buying every sort of resource, upgrading every sort of resource that I could.
Yeah,
I didn't even bother with. Yeah, I like at least a dozen or 2 turns.
Yeah. So
by the way, just to ask about a question, what time is it on the video? By the way, I think my videos kind of froze.
I'm on 11:22.
Okay, 11:22, so I'll be resyncing in around now.
It's 11:30 now.
Yep, 33, 34.
Yeah, it's American YouTube, so for my Finnish friend here, it's probably not.
I think the problem was that it just I toned down the volume and it just froze.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get it working back again.
So here you can see, shit is going bad, big time. I have hardly any troops that aren't routing right now on the left. I put in these guys right here to try to hold the line. They're a fresh regiment, but they're about to get cut up by these 2 French.
Time?
12:10.
So I'll be hopping around 12, 10, 20. Hopefully this video. I think the video's running. Yeah, it's running now.
Yeah, so at this point, I'm just kind of like, fuck. Because all my guys along the line, you can see all the flashing flags. Those are routing units, and those are all mine. So basically my center collapsed because I didn't have any troops to reinforce. And my right, the side I was trying to turn them on, I was trying to defeat them on the right side, didn't quite pan out. So basically what you're going to see happen is, after fighting a little bit more and trying to buy some time, basically end up just kind of trying to put together a last stand. And yeah, it's not pretty. It's just such a clusterfuck attrition fest. I don't know if you can see, but that unit on the left right there, that's at the bottom of the screen that I just flew away from, that unit had like 100 guys left in it, and their morale was at 100%. It's like they took over
the French.
Yeah, they took over 60-70% casualties, and their morale is perfectly fine. It's ridiculous.
But they're the motherfucking French. What do you expect?
They had Wheaties for breakfast, and they're training constantly.
Exactly.
It's a Rocky montage over there in France, 24/7. So basically, at this point, I have no center. All my guys have run away. All my guys.
Broken Arrow.
Broken Arrow. Basically, if I could call Broken Arrow right now, I would. These guys are getting butchered.
It's almost like a turkey shot, actually, if you think about it.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, right there I was trying to highlight. You can't see it because the video is as high res, but these guys are just emaciated. There's my general unit there, and the horses behind that unit trying to stabilize them. But it's just a mass rout. My guys are just like panic mode. At this point, I realized I was actually about to leave the game. At this point, I was just about ready to rage quit, and try to refight this battle. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it.
This would make a funny YouTube video.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I thought this would be a good video, and it would I just want to see if I can pull a win out of my ass on this one.
Lone horse.
Yeah. That's one thing I like about Napoleon Total War is if the guys... This is one of my units that ran away that came back to fight. I think they fire like 2 volleys and run away. Yep, there we go.
Run away! It's a French
Runaways.
incoming!
Yeah. I wish they used that outrageous German accents.
Like in RO2.
Teufel!
Dude, I should put RO2 voices. I should mod it into Napoleon Total War.
Well, that'd be actually fucking retarded for all the good reasons.
That'd be hilarious. If anyone watching this video is aware of Red Orchestra 2, I think they'll know what I'm talking about.
If you win the battle, they'll say you have won the battle for Germany.
For Germany.
That's
Yeah.
Germany with a CH.
Yeah, a hard
Yeah, what's the
CH.
battle for the Vaterland?
Yeah, instead of at the end of the battle when
Was
your
the
advisor
Vaterland.
is like, sire, a glorious victory is at hand, or something, your guy would be like, they are shitting their pants.
That's shitting the pants. That's what you should do. You should make a mod where, as they flee, they're shitting their pants.
There's just brown trails behind the units.
That'd be actually very interesting to see how you could do with that crashing computer opening your GPU.
Yeah, this game is already intensive enough with Darthmod. Yeah, so anyway, what's going on here is all my dudes are running away at different capacities. I basically have no one left. Everyone who is left is retreating to the cannons. So you can see my cannons there in the middle right side of the screen. Anyone I have left, and they're meager, like they're little groups of 50 or 60 guys, I'm having them pull back to this last stand at the Alamo, basically. It's also worth noting for anyone who's watching this, who plays this game, you might be asking why I'm not withdrawing my troops. And which is a feature in these games where if let's just say one of your units is really battered or runs out of ammo, you can click a little white flag on them and they'll run off the map, basically as if they routed, but you can do it manually. And that basically means that if you have a reinforcing army, that's a good way to get fresh troops. And I do have a reinforcing army in this case, but the problem is that I am actually fighting a siege defense right now. One of the main reasons I even fought this battle in the first place is because they were attacked. Napoleon attacked one of my cities, so I thought I'd be fighting an epic, siege battle with walls and shit. Unfortunately, I forgot to build walls around this city. Fail. So the battle turned into this. You can see the town nearby. That's actually the town I'm fighting over. So as a result, I can't withdraw troops.
So the game is functioning as a siege battle, but it's not playing as a siege battle.
Right. If there's no walls around your town, or no forts outside of your city, then it's simply a normal battle where you're defending, except you don't have any walls.
And you can't retreat.
And you can't retreat, so that's why my units are getting ground down. I'm just trying to inflict as much damage as possible. But see, here's my reinforcements coming in. Thank God. Some groups of cavalry are coming in. Another thing I was retarded about, and I forgot to do, was I forgot to customize my reinforcement queue. Stupid. Because you can, in this game you can, which is really nice, you can actually specify what order in which the reinforcing units arrive on the map. So I can say, okay, when my reinforcements come in, I want all my infantry to come in first, or all my cavalry. But I forgot to do that, so that was smart. So as a result, I get some useless units like a general right away, which I don't need. Basically, I'm firing canister shot right now with my cannons. I'm just trying to... And I'm using my cavalry just as a... I'm just basically charging as soon as they come on the map. There's some of my cavalry that just came off map that are I'm just trying to do as much damage to them as I can. And it's all cavalry, which is hilarious. Because their units are pretty beat up too. They just have a lot more than I do.
And they have Natrolleon.
And they have Natrolleon, who plays a pretty big role in this. So here's my guys doing a little last stand here on this hill next to the cannons, trying to hold off this impossible amount of enemies. Now, Ubi, you said you've played this game?
I have. It's been a while since I played it. I played this. I played Rome, and I've played Empire.
Which one's your favorite?
Oh gosh, I sort of like Napoleon, but I don't know, like Medieval. I also played that one. Medieval 2 Total War was pretty darn good.
Yeah, that's a solid one. That's considered one of the better ones.
Yeah,
I haven't played a lot
I'd have
of
to
it,
say that
though.
one's my favorite.
Yeah. I think my favorite, I think the most polished one I've played that didn't require mods. Oh god, here comes their. See, keep in mind. Hang on. They're also getting off-map reinforcements right now too, which of course are like behind my guys. And see, all their cavalry is coming in and attacking my little line from behind.
Of course, they're coming from where you came from. That makes the most sense.
Well, they're coming from the basically.
but it's Natrolleon. It's Natrolleon we're talking about.
Yes.
He uses his masterful trolling abilities to create a tactical situation to fuck you right in the ass.
Yeah, he is fucking me in the ass. So right now, here's my cavalry, massive cavalry charge. And you can see all the cavalry in the distance there, and I'm basically just trying to get them to come over in time to relieve my dudes. Hoping I can salvage something out of this and not lose an entire army. But it's not looking good. It's just bad. It's just... And then once my cavalry comes in, it really gets clusterfucky. Yeah, if Natrolleon wanted, he could probably parachute his cavalry in.
French airborne cavalry. That sounds like a very interesting concept.
I see some horses with like fucking parachutes.
But the question, how do they get them airborne? I think would they use catapults or cannons or what?
Yeah, maybe they
cannons.
can launch them out of trebuchets or something.
Yeah.
And then they land with parachutes. Like, I don't mean like boring parachutes. I mean like the kind that like the specialty teams use, where they can actually control where they fly at high speed. That'd be hilarious.
And they have embroidered Napoleon in every single parachute.
Oh, guys, we should go help test the anti-lag mutator. Just kidding.
That's another video right there.
That's a whole nother video. Client side hit detection, pretty sweet.
Oh god, yeah. So here come. Okay, so if you thought, okay, so I've set up pretty well that the French are overpowered as balls. Okay, and they are. They just you'll fucking murder like almost all of them. They'll still come back even if they do rout. Well, if they're overpowered, then French cavalry are like the bane of my existence. And these guys, especially the chevaliers or chasseurs, they're not chasseurs. I can't remember what they're called. Anyway, they're basically French missile troops. They fire rifles from horseback, and they're amazingly good at melee too somehow. So, yeah, those guys are like the main cause of all my problems in these games. But so here you see a massive clusterfuck. All of my cavalry from off map is colliding with all of their remaining troops in this massive charge of doom, and it's just terrible. There's Napoleon right there. Actually, no, I don't think that's Napoleon. I think that's the other general. There's two generals on this. On their side.
He wasn't lighting people on fire with his eyes.
Yeah, he wasn't shooting lasers out of his ass.
That's right.
Those
And he wasn't riding motorcycle.
No.
Yeah, I thought that,
Fueled
that
by
picture was
tears
pretty
of
funny.
children. Oh god, they got the cube of doom going on.
Yeah, they went into square formation, which actually, even though it's kind of fucked up in Napoleon Total War because it's so thin, it actually is quite useful against cavalry. And see, they're actually starting to rate my dudes. I actually end up pulling my cavalry out here, I think. I'm finding some little mini battles across the map, in addition to this swirling cauldron of holy shit, what the fuck.
Fuckosity.
I pull my guys out of there because... Nope, there goes one of my guys running. Fuckers. Well, I killed one of their generals. And to be general killed, I was disappointed when it wasn't Napoleon. You can't kill Napoleon. That's the other thing that pisses me off in this game. You can't fucking kill the guy.
Balls of steel.
It's the ultimate troll maneuver.
Balls of steel.
I think it was at this point that I started talking to Mjarr through Steam chat, telling him this is bullshit. And also keep in mind, this battle I started playing at about 2 in the morning. I figured, it'll last a half an hour. I'll go to bed by 2:30. No big deal. I have school the next day. Yeah, not so much. This battle lasted for about 2.5 hours of real life time. There's lots of fast forwarding going on here. So that was the ultimate troll-tastic thing about this, is that I actually lost a good chunk of my real life fighting this damn thing.
Think of all the lives you could have been saving.
There's so many other things I could have been doing.
I mean, on your off time, you're a superhero, right? You save babies from burning buildings.
And smoke weed.
There.
Well, yeah, I mean...
That's how he does it all.
Yeah, it's just... I was so pissed off at this point. Like, I was actually angry. I'm not exaggerating. I was actually, like, mad. That I just...
Yeah,
at this point...
was actually very colorful. I remember your cover was very colorful in the Steam chat.
At this point, I was just fighting it out of principle. I was fighting this battle as a matter of principle. See that? Okay, see that? I just raped his cavalry. That's how much I hate his cavalry. I targeted all of his cavalry with my cannon. Or his cannon with all my cavalry. Or, you know what I mean. Raped. What guy gets that? Raped.
Forcey fun time!
So this is my reinforcing army that's coming in. And the first army, just so you know, there are no units left from the first army. Everybody died. Or routed. And keep in mind that most of the other enemy French army hasn't come on the map yet. And they're coming from across the map. So I figure I'm still fucked because one of their armies wiped out one of my armies. And I had to use elements from some of my second army to take care of their first army. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm fucked because... Well, probably. Just because I'm going to have less troops than them again. And if they do the same shit they did the first time, I'll be screwed.
Now, do you want to reveal if you did or did not win this?
I won this.
Okay.
I wouldn't be making this video if I hadn't.
It would be a rather epic failure to see.
Oh, well, yeah,
To be honest.
I guess
Well,
if it was
imagine
this
if you went to
epic-
bed not winning this.
Oh, I know. That was the thing looming over my head the entire time. Oh, here comes more of their troll cavalry, which I'm targeting with all my cannons.
Troll goons in action.
See that? Yeah, they're all firing their rifles, and they're ridiculously accurate, too. I don't know how they're so damn accurate. See how many guys died there? I don't know how they're so damn accurate bouncing on the ground, riding at like 30 miles an hour, but whatever.
Magic.
See, back at camp, they drink the blood of Napoleon.
Yeah. I think they're actually vampires, so that makes sense that we need to bring in vampires slaying Abraham Lincoln.
I think in this context it should be vampires like the one Bismarck.
Probably.
By the way, for everyone that has not seen that yet, we should probably post the that trailer in the comments because that is so funny.
I'll definitely put a link to the trailer and annotations right here at this point in the video, because it's a trailer that needs to be seen to be believed. Yeah, so basically here I'm trying to form a defense line along the trees, and I thought the second half of this battle actually went a lot better, and I think it was because like their troops actually ran away when they lost most of their men, which was kind of a novel concept. And I think it's because the second reinforcing army wasn't led by Napoleon, so it didn't have all the troops didn't have all the ridiculous buffs. They're still ridiculous because they're French, but not nearly as bad. This is me,
cannons.
Yeah, this is me raging. Totally unnecessary amount of force there. On one cannon battery. Here's
no kill like overkill.
Here's the reinforcing shit. Oh, note the pile of horses next to that spike. They're just running over it and killing themselves. I love it.
Your army's gonna be eaten well.
It's almost like the Lemmings suicide, actually.
They just blindly run into those spikes and mass murder themselves. It's kind of funny because they actually lost quite a bit of horses there. I didn't realize that till after I watched the replay. So I'm doing some fast forward action here. They need to have a 16 times speed in this game. I guess I could have sped up the video when I edited it, but my skills in Adobe Premiere are not that prolific.
I'd at least more time for bullshit, actually.
Yeah, we can just talk about shit that's totally unrelated. I do wish I was drunk when recording this. It's unfortunate that I'm not.
Yeah.
It's in the middle of the week, but I had no time this last weekend to do it.
When we do an RO video.
Yeah, next time we do an RO video, it'll be hilarious. And we probably won't remember what the fuck we said.
Dude, did we post that last night on YouTube? Oh.
Holy shit, dude. It's all over Facebook.
At least we're getting views.
Yeah. I don't exactly have that loyal of a following of YouTube followers, so...
Destroying our liver for your pleasure.
Exactly. Yeah, some more of their troll cavalry approaches. No, this unit's lost about half of its troops.
Oh, they're going in for the charge.
They're charging in. That's something that the AI just getting raped.
They just took a round square in the middle.
And they're still charging. Oh, now they run away. Finally.
Danger close.
Yeah,
it's okay. We'll just charge right through you. No problem. They're really good at organizing each other.
Yeah, and the thing it's funny too that you should note is that I'm killing my own troops firing at these guys at this trajectory. I'm actually killing a lot of my own troops with my cannons. That's how determined I am to kill these assholes.
But you just don't care.
Look at this. My god. Also, in real life, attacking a line regiment like this head-on would be suicide. But in this game, well, except for this situation where they're taking a lot of musket fire, in this game, as soon as those cavalry close with my men, they just start raping them.
The best can pull superpowers out of their asses.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the smoke effects in this game, or in this mod. This is not what the stock smoke effects look like, by the way. If you guys...
it's cool how they like float around the battlefield a little bit.
Yeah, they haven't always been this good. The mod's only been out for like 2 months, but the smoke's always been better than what's stock. But I actually been given the mod creator some tips on better smoke. Darth Vader, just on his forums, and he's a really cool guy, and he's actually listened to feedback. And yeah, so now the smoke really wafts up really realistically and stuff.
I think Darth Vader is a pretty cool guy.
It's nice when a developer listens to feedback.
I think actually the most amusing thing about Darthmod in general that sometimes it's ridiculous how fast he basically takes feedback and changes something.
Yeah, it'll be like people bitch about something in a thread on the forums, and like the next day it's fixed in the mod or something like that.
I actually makes me wonder
It'd be cool if we knew another. It'd be cool if we knew another developer that did that, but I just can't think of any off the top of my head right now.
Yeah, I mean,
actually makes me wonder what.
It's hard to compare because it's just like 1 or 2 guys making this mod as opposed to a whole dev team. But yeah.
I thought you have plenty of collaboration bots anyway.
Yeah.
Get the horse. Lone horse.
Kill the horse! Kill the horse!
It's filled with rage.
It's dirty German horse! Kill the horse!
It's been drinking the blood of Napoleon.
It's gonna fly up. It's gonna like fly above the battlefield.
I can see it going for throats.
Yeah. Fucking hilarious. That kind of reminds me of a mod I played recently for Mountain Blade, if anyone's familiar with that game. And it's actually for the original Mountain Blade. It's a game called what's it called? The Third Age or something. It's a Lord of the Rings mod. It's really
I've heard about it. I should actually try it out.
It's really high quality. Yeah, it's a good mod. And one of the enemies you fight, instead of fighting cavalry and stuff that you normally find in Mountain Blade, you fight, warg riders.
Oh, floating tree.
What was that?
Floating tree.
Oh,
If you manage to pan back around to the right, you'll see it.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Yeah. You get that in some of these maps. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, that's cool. But all I was going to say was the warg riders in this mod, they're dudes on basically on horseback, but they're wargs instead, so that even after you kill the dude riding it, it'll still attack you. So even after you kill, it's basically like the horse going after you, even after you kill the rider. It's pretty funny. They should mod that for this game, for Napoleon's horses.
That'd be actually quite awesome.
See, there it is.
Tearing your guys' heads off. Oh yeah, I saw it there.
And just actually, even better would be a freaking chariot with sights and everything.
Yeah, Napoleon should be riding around in a chariot, firing a Tommy gun.
With like, what are those things called? Like ankle cutters or whatever they're called?
Yeah, those things are
the
nasty.
spinning blades.
Yeah, those are nasty in Rome Total War.
Yep.
Goddamn chariots, I hated those
Fucking
things.
hate chariots, oh my
Well,
god.
basically, it's funny how basically 2 to 3.
Oh, here comes the
chariot
French
units-
charge. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
No,
More melee tactics. Anyway, go on.
well, basically, it was actually amusing how well you could roll the entire armies with just 1 or 2 well-used chariot units. They would basically just decide, fuck it, throw their arms up and run away.
Super overpowered, yeah. I remember building specific armies in Rome Total War just to fight armies with chariots. Stupid. They were stupid overpowered. Not nearly as overpowered as the French, though.
Oh, a couple little units there going.
Yep, they're running away because these guys aren't like Napoleon ridiculous units.
They don't have the NP and the Napoleon power.
Yeah, see, this is what normal units should act like more often. Like, they take 50% casualties, they fucking run. A lot of those units come back because they still have a good amount of men left. Units come back in general a lot more often in Napoleon Total War. Oh, this is nasty. This is point blank right here. Oh.
It's okay. They'll just eat a baguette and shake it off.
Yeah, they're actually doing pretty good.
Is that racist? I don't know if it is.
Francophobic, maybe.
Okay.
But that's completely allowed in this video. Any insults directed towards France, its countrymen, or anyone else involved with France are completely allowed.
It stems from
remember,
rage from these units, not towards actual French people.
No,
this is the
French people,
1800s.
too.
This is the 1800s. This is the 1800s, so racism was not a known concept.
There you go. It's just nationalism.
Exactly.
I happen to believe that my Prussian troops are superior Aryans, better than all other races. I don't see what the problem is.
And we
with
would love to see some raging French comments, please.
That is actually very incorrect statement because concept areas doesn't pop up until later on.
That's right.
Please post your raging French comment right now.
Yeah.
Pause the video. Do it now.
And downrate this video too.
Do it.
You know you want to. Oh, look at that. They're fucking running away. At this point, I was like, yeah, fuck you guys. Because they're just bouncing off of my line at this point. That poor line up front, though, has just been emaciated. You can see all the bodies. In this game, bodies do not disappear.
Mon Dieu, we need to find Napoleon.
I don't know where the hell... Oh, no, you'll see Napoleon. He makes an appearance here very shortly. And that
I can't wait.
Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. It couldn't get any better for this video. Okay, so here's another suicide horse attack. Now, these guys actually fought for quite a long time. I didn't move any of my troops, though. Because I didn't want to weaken my line in case they sent more infantry, so I decided to have my men hold their position. And it sucks, too, because they have infantry there firing into the group, too. This is just a complete, like... I can't imagine what it would have been like to fight back in these days. Seriously.
Well, it would have been good if you were on Napoleon's side.
Well, yeah, because you're bulletproof.
Yep. You get a plus 12 buff, dude.
Yeah.
And basically, you just got balls of steel.
For regenerating health. Well, no, I know what it is. These guys are all using RO2's wounding system, where you can just bandage yourself, and then you don't take damage if you get shot there again.
Yeah, no problem. I'll just
That
bandage,
actually makes sense.
like, instantly.
That actually makes sense.
Okay, here's Napoleon. Okay, I paused it for this special moment. There he is in the middle in the blue outfit, surrounded by his only 4 remaining bodyguards. Now, keep in mind in this game, getting shot is getting shot. Like, he doesn't have health. If he gets shot, he gets shot. Period. So it's just pure luck. It's not like past Total War games where the general had absurd amounts of health. Okay, so here's slow-mo. That guy gets shot right next to Napoleon. That guy gets shot right next to Napoleon. Like, what the fuck? He's like, oh, I guess I'll leave now. That guy gets shot.
So long, suckers.
Okay, I'm gonna edit a troll face on his face at this point in the video. A moving troll face. There he goes. Fuck you guys. See you later. I told you. There he goes. It's like, I was like, at that point, I'm just like, no! Ah. I literally told every line unit in that area to target him at that one moment.
Oh god.
My god. And see, and that's the thing. And that's what I'll... you won't see this in this video, but... so he leaves the map, right? Now, normally what happens is if you shoot him... here, I'm switching out some units that are... fresher units for ones that have been kind of wiped out. Normally when you shoot him, it says he's been wounded, and then you won't see him on the battle map for some time. It'll take a while before he'll come back and lead an army. But see, he escaped there, so I'll see him again. So I thought, okay, when this battle's over, no problem, I'm going to hunt down whatever's left of their army after this battle and finish him off for good. But when I fought the battle after this one, which was only a quick mop-up, it was like they had hardly any units left, he wasn't in the army. So, as a result, he is currently out there at large in the campaign map somewhere, waiting to troll me again. So yeah, this is
way too amusing. Seriously, that's way too funny.
I know, I was so fucking pissed. So this is pretty much over at this point. They're pretty much exhausted sending troops at me. The rest of this is pretty much mop-up. Oh, I love this. This cannon crew with their one cannon left pulls up in front of my troops and starts firing. It's like,
that's
really, guys?
That's actually worth of admission. Oh, well.
The worst thing... Yeah, the other thing that's really funny with the cannon units is I've actually... On this, I didn't point it out because I didn't see it, but it did happen several times where their enemy cannon units actually dismounted and attacked my troops. Really, guys?
Wow.
Yeah. And, like, the first time I attacked some of their cannon troops in this game, or in past battles, like, they were actually killing my units. Like, normally when you charge a cannon unit with any kind of troop, they just die, because they have, like, no morale, and they're not very good fighters. But not Napoleon's, nope. Everyone's a fucking samurai in his army. Oh, here's another troll-tastic cavalry charge. Whenever I think of the French in this, I think of the French in Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
But they're just constantly trolling the Englishmen.
That's actually a very accurate statement based on this video.
Well, I was just watching on the and this may be veering off a little bit, but I was just watching the History Channel.
No such thing as veering off.
They just started a show on the History Channel that's called Full Metal Jousting. If anyone is still listening to this video, you've got to check this out. This shit is very funny. Yes,
what?
It's a Top Shot like show.
God.
Where basically you have two teams and they joust, and it's actually pretty badass because the hits that they're taking, like these guys get torn the fuck up.
Wait, hang on. Are they inventing this sport?
They're not inventing it. They're putting
Is
some
this like
modern
an
elements.
Gladiator style sport.
It's sort of, but these are real, like fucking like it looks like it's pretty painful. I mean, they're not giving them like foam like.
Are they wearing metal?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're wearing full on suits.
Oh, like
this
suits
is
of
very
armor?
interesting.
Yeah.
So they're actually just they're basically just reenacting real jousting.
Yeah,
Pretty
except
much,
that it's not like foam fucking what are they called, like the fucking spear things.
Yeah, they're actual jousting sticks and stuff.
Yeah,
lances, jousting sticks. Yeah, there's the correct term. Dart.
That sounds actually very interesting.
So
It
yeah,
reminds me about the BBC show called Time Commanders, was basically they took players to play modified Rome Total War in historical battles and see how much they'd fuck up.
History Channel's so shitty now. They used to have some good stuff. I remember when They had these guys. Stupid, by the way. They're just.
By the way, it's the Hitler channel.
No, it's not anymore. That's a problem. Now it's the it's the blue collar
channel anymore. Because at least that was historical.
Oh yeah, you're right. Actually you're right. I forgot about that.
It's the blue collar conspiracy working man's channel.
Swamp people? I mean, Jesus Christ.
It's more like the channel.
Ice road truckers, swamp people. What the fuck?
Fucking all those conspiracy shows about like 2012
and alien UFOs or whatever.
Simple question. I have a very simple question. What the hell conspiracy theories in modern times have to do with history? The fuck?
Well, I mean, it's really not even worth arguing over. It's
How
just
about Pawn
stupid.
Stars?
Oh god.
They're a far reach. Yes, they're selling historical things, I guess. But I mean, who wants someone's trousers from like 1870? Like, really, is that you're gonna put that off as history?
It's entertaining, but yeah, it has nothing to do with anything.
Basically, collectors can buy all kinds of crazy shit, so that's not a question. But it still sounds really stupid.
Yeah, now I have no problem with the shows themselves. Some of them are quite entertaining, but they have no business being on a channel called the History Channel.
Yeah,
oh, exactly my point.
It's a little far-fetched. Whatever happened to shows on TLC? Like, the Learning Channel, I don't know what they're calling it now.
Actually, it almost sounds, to be honest, it almost sounds like they're putting stock market on the Playboy. That's stupid. It's just fucking stupid.
Yeah, it doesn't make any goddamn sense. Okay, here's the final charge. Very last attack. And there's one last troll here. My Death Leap Hussars are in front, and they're about to get hit with a cannon blast, and they actually almost rout my elite cavalry unit right here.
They don't realize that Napoleon has actually dug trenches, and all these horses will fall into them.
And minefields. They're gonna run into minefields.
Firing the cannons here. See,
they actually, Napoleon built Troll-tastic line somewhere hidden in the forest, so they're gonna run in minefields and bunkers.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh god.
And not a single fuck was given that day.
I'm just like, oh, fuck this shit. And, yeah, so this is basically where it ends. So, anyhow, there's the battle, guys. It's pretty troll-tastic.
Thank you for giving 48 minutes of your life.
Hey, it was fun. It's a fun battle to watch just because it was so
This video has
stupid.
been brought to you by the History Channel. Making history every day.
Yeah, the History Channel formally sponsors Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Slayer, or whatever the fuck it's called, as well as any other retarded things we mentioned in this video. So this is Hockey Warrior signing off. Good night, and good luck.
See you guys.
Ass.